If you walked up to someone who has never played a video game before, and you handed them a picture of this mustached beauty, they would most likely be able to tell you that
It's me, Mario!
That's because this pudgy plumber has been around since 1981. That's the same year that the Reagan administration started as the 40th president of the United States.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
As of putting this together, I am 21 years old. Every country in the entire world legally defines me as an adult, with the freedom to make choices as I see fit. Except for renting a car. I am a grown man, and my first Mario game was Super Mario 64, which was released a full year before I was born, in roughly 15 years after Mario's first appearance. My family didn't even own an N64, and somehow it ended up at my grandma's house, where my sister and I started jumping through paintings like Picasso on a bunch of drugs. Roughly 15 years pass before we get to this summer, and I finally had the right combination of money and time to purchase Nintendo's newest console, the Switch. Now, I'm not usually one to pay full retail price for any game, unless I'm positive that the game in question will live up to an excellent standard. So, I brought home my Switch, and browsed for reviews, videos, and anything I could find to make sure I made the right decision with my money. There were plenty of great games available, but only one consistently called out to me like a voice from my childhood self. And that game was none other than
Super Mario Odyssey!
That's right, I've been playing Super Mario Odyssey. Yes, this game has been talked about to death. Yes, I'm late to the hype train. But good games are timeless, and this is definitely one of them. By now, Nintendo is well aware of the legacy that their plumber poster boy has. And ooh-wee, do they let you know all about it in his latest adventure. Hey, go down this pipe and you're flat like the old days. Hey, there's a hairy boy. I remember him. Hey, I've heard this song before. This part looks like what I played at my grandma's, and I feel like I've seen some of these costumes before. There's so much packed into this game that just wrapping your head around it is going to take a while. To 3D Mario fans, it's very comfortable, but in keeping with Nintendo's tradition, if this was the very first video game you ever played, you can have the basics down in less than an hour. The old school enemies are still out in full force, including my boys the Goombas, the Hammer Bros, the Bullet Bills, and although they've been outshined by new weird and wacky obstacles that I won't describe here, there is still many to discover. Smash all that together, and the end product is closer to a combination of everything that made 3D Mario a classic than a brand new game. Plot-wise, it's par for the course. Peach is kidnapped, and Mario has to drop everything to save her. All for just a piece of cake and the chance to stay in the friend zone another day. But Bowser made a grave mistake. Along with Peach, he also kidnapped Cappy's woman. Once you throw Mario's new friend Cappy into the mix, everything changes. Not until Cappy is taken away from you will you realize exactly how much things are different without the little guy. There are levels throughout the experience which are a breeze with your new buddy, only to revisit them later without him and they morph into monstrous pillars of difficulty. The amount of functionality Nintendo squeezed into a frickin' hat is insane. It's like they attempted to make a spin-off game starring Mario's hat, and someone on the development team screwed up and tossed Mario in there. Progressing through the game feels smooth, as you're always doing something meaningful, but the sense of achievement is diluted by the speed that you're awarded the moons. These moons are the major story-based collectible, and I could sneeze at the beginning of the game, and it would be like, that is just about the only thing that sunk its claws into my enjoyment. Some of the moons simply didn't give the sensation that I did anything. Thankfully, the vast majority of them are at least well hidden or interesting to find, even if they are easy to obtain. Nonetheless, I'm over 40 hours into the game, and it's still throwing unexpected gems at me. Secret rooms, music, learning to use old moves in new ways, visits from old friends, and so much more. All of what makes Mario great is present in Odyssey, and it has continued to put a smile on my face from the moment I powered up Mario's ship. If that doesn't tell you all that you need to know about the majesty of Super Mario, I don't know what will. Thanks for watching what I've been playing.